The year was 2020, the long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us.
Nah, Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff could go wrong.
Oh yeah, but I also said that, hold on, like, ain't it weird that, like, we have Among Us? I don't know how this matchup works or why it works, because are we implying that all the crewmates or all the niggas here are all imposters? Or, like, are we gonna throw in roles? Like, oh, they could throw in roles like Sheriff, the Trapper, the Mystic. A lot of them are broken, actually. Mystic, Doomslayer, Werewolf. Oh, low key, they're stacked. Thing is, I don't know Fall Guys like that, so I don't know what they have in their arsenal. I feel like the only thing I can see them doing is like saying, since they played on this map, they scaled to this. There was a black hole in the background, or the resisted lava, the heat. I don't know what could happen in Fall Guys. Maybe they're gonna say that they can't take damage, but hey, now that I'm thinking about it, because I was wondering what the crewmates are gonna do until I forgot their roles. There's a lot they can do. They have, but what? Okay, but yeah, I'm still sticking with Among Us.
At any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive, since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit. That's just how they are.
Wait, what? Ew, why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save their ship require varying degrees of difficulty.
Okay, alien classification. Oh, so we likes, vents, lies, sussy bake, dislikes, vents, lie, reportedly good friends with. Okay, so is it both?
And skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth?
At any point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is always uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us, but not us, though, right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just
Wait, those aren't spacesuits. That's just okay, my bad.
what an imposter would say. They're shape-shifting aliens. They could be anyone, or any mad scientist in a lab coat.
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes them towards
Engineer, nosemaker, scientist, engineer. Again, there's more roles than that, or are those just mods? Shapeshifter, blah blah blah, vanishes, become invisible, ghost, can affect physical world, guardian angel, protect. I forgot about those death roles.
extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to fix in time. Even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents, the crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space, just for being kinda sus.
Was that Diddy in the
The
background?
imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space, just for being kinda sus.
Okay, I thought that was Diddy, but then I was thinking of something. The crazy thing is, I feel like the whole intelligence thing in anime or shows can sometimes be I'm not saying exaggerated, but like, let's say they were playing a game and Light just so happened to be in the game and stuff like that. They'll be like, wow, this man is so intelligent, this, that he won the game and stuff like that. It's like, I can see but then I guess I can see how I manipulated and tricked them and etc. etc. But what if a person was like, yo, I think it's Light. Why do you think it's Light? Hey, man, I have a feeling. Would that mean that that person is smarter than Light because he has an intuition and a feeling that it is Light? But, or would it have to, There's a lot of arguments to be made with that. It's just crazy. I'm just thinking of like how, hey man, I haven't watched Death Note, but I feel like they follow the same concept, but I could be wrong. Not the same concept, but I mean like the whole cat and mouse thing between L and Light.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
I can kill ear canals.
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again, just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
Oh, come on. Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does... Oh, I know who it is.
Very
It's
nice.
always the red one.
Wait, what? But it isn't me. It isn't me.
Oh, right. There's usually two imposters.
Dear God.
The imposters aren't just tricksters, they're also hunters, bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap their necks, stab them with a knife, shoot them with a desert eagle, or use their frickin' tongues to impale their faces. Oh, God, right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are
It's like he did have a good question of like, how do they eat? Because the imposter grows a mouth, but
spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match
Just
the
a
color
bone.
of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost, invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield.
that's definitely gonna be used.
Because remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 non-million tons
What?
of TMIs of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's
I thought these were like they were using like fan-made animations. Is this like official like thing?
gotta be one tough shield. Because remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 non-million tons of TNT.
A number so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times. Which seems like overkill for the, space vampires they were fighting.
Right, the crew has crossed over with a variety of other
Over 160
Space.
million times. Which seems like overkill for the, space
This I'm gonna look this up.
vampires they were fighting.
Right, the crew has crossed over with a variety of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord Organ Trading
Okay, we're back, but I was gonna say that they're gonna do Fortnite scaling, and then like once you go to Fortnite, it's just longer.
the classics.
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the show.
Yeah, there was apparently a TV show for Among Us. Damn, okay, I did not know that. Shit.
Like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to life.
These creepy Teletubbies can sketch whatever they want into existence, and they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out?
In a strange way, all of this makes sense for this fascinating species. In the face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band together no matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive again and again. On a ship, on strange planets, anywhere they may be, in spite of anything that may be going on in the world. They either fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Together! Yeah! Ooh. Welcome to the
I still think this is what I'm more curious about.
bright, colorful world of the Blunderdome, natural habitat to these lovable little beings known as the Fall Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities. As if drawn by natural instinct, they hurdle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and mental fortitude.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery,
So almost double the size. Height half of Mike Wazowski. Oh, weight is half of. Potentially Void Sense stars in their own manga. Okay, geez, okay.
that otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it, and only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
And over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer Digi invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves.
They didn't know that. So that could, yeah, that's gonna be very useful unless that Blicky start getting the works.
As well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
But even at their best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have a biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose. Get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny. Get away from me.
Things in the Blunderdome can get wild.
Resurrection. Okay, so this is different because, oh yeah, when they fall off and die, I guess they restart, start over, and keep going until they win. They're not gonna stop until they win. So how will they destroy them? Like, how do they win? I knew it. I knew it was gonna be some bullshit like that. Cells, size altercation. Okay, nah, that's crazy. Pac-Man.
We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava, but they always pop back up at the qualification stage later, completely unharmed, somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors.
I told you, there's gonna be super durability.
That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares?
Fortnite scaling.
Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No.
Those aren't really...
Don't say it!
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, man. People were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only arms, legs, and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear. This is an official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting.
Nah, this is some weird ass anatomy. What the? Hey, not everybody just.
That skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway. No, thank you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out naked? Just swing it away. Beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the ultimate knockout. Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon beans?
And they survive to keep playing the game no.
Let's up an entire constellation. Jesus, they got star level feats, stretched beyond the observable universe. Friend, survived lava. Oh, survived the Big Bang. They're universal. They're universal. Crossed over with dozens of other IPs. Dimensional travel.
No matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all worldly and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observable universe.
Yeah, no, that's...
God, the Twitter feats.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far, he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy
Yeah, bro, we lost. Bro, we lost this fight.
things on the show, but these 6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beans.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see them fight.
They're finna tell you about the way that he stretched so far out is because of his mass and the mass of all that stuff compressed, and he can punch away galaxies and shit, man. Fucking hell.
You gotta play that mobile.
Hey, shout out to you, man. We lost, bro. I'm still team, but damn, bro. Why am I surprised, though? Okay, wait, I thought they were battling, like, what's going on? He got ejected, now they're in the Fall Guys verse. Are they gonna fight for the crown? Then they all want the crown? I guess that's gonna make sense. I saw them playing rock, paper, scissors. I'm guessing that's supposed to be a teaser that the Fall Guys niggas are gonna win because he had rock and the other nigga had scissors. Okay, damn, alright. Bro, dead ass. If the battle just ended like that, I was gonna be quiet. No, let me just. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, Pac-Man 8 Ghost. They got jokes too. Alright. Yeah. I did not like that at all, man. I shout out, man. Shout out. The animation was fire. The animation was clean. The fight sequence was interesting. I get it. I understand it. Realistically speaking, it would be one-sided the way it was. They did that well, but shit, I still ain't like it. Shout out to them, but damn, still.
Oh, when's the next episode? This is my new favorite show. Move over, chimp crazy.
We broke this down into
Why was that nigga just twerking on the cherry, bro?
3 categories: offense, defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus Among Us could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything
I've not seen this.
their course threw at them, took hits
Among Us crossover with Fortnite, but only appeared as back blinks, which could not interact with the Big Bang event and can fuck.
from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence. Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man, who, you know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean, Hadoukens, TARDIS, just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the Fallen Guys had too many options that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer Among Us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Ah, damn it, I knew that stupid robot was sus!
Sigh.
That's the shorty.
So embarrassing.
The winner is the Fall Guys. And me.
Next time on Death Battle.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It said, what did it say?
The winner
Oh,
is
is that Kratos?
the
Oh.
Fall Guys. And me.
Next time.
Yeah, rule one. Combatants have no prior knowledge of each other unless specified. To ensure a fair fight, any specific moral restraints from killing are removed from combatants. All other traits are considered. Oh. Oh, so like Batman killing rule type shit. Okay. A combatant's maximum personal potential is examined unless other specified factors unrelated to cover. Okay. Unless. Okay. Never saw that
Death
before.
Battle.
Kratos versus Ashra. I have thought about this and I have pondered about this. But honestly, it's tough because Ashra destroyed his god or creator of existence, the creator of god of existence, and his world. Kratos hasn't really, but then there are those that scale to them, and the current gods were said, I could be wrong, like Abu Zeus and stuff were like stronger than the ones before them and shit like that. Like and Kratos was able to kill off the pantheon, and he didn't beat Ragnarok though. That's the issue. Surtur, Ragnarok Singesh. He did kill Odin, but the issue is the whole thing of he was holding back can go so far to a if that's the it's like he was struggling. He fought Thor, he killed him, he brought him back. It's like he was holding back, then he should it's either he wasn't holding back and he was genuinely trying, or B, he just genuinely likes losing, and I get it, peace, don't love and stuff like that. But then even when he was and then he knocked the tooth out of him, it was like there, but it wasn't like one shot dead. It was a and he was genuinely pissed. So the whole Kratos argument, I hate the argument of he's always holding back. He's always holding back. I hate that argument. You know what? Just for that, bro, I like Kratos, but I just for that fucking bullshit, I like Kratos more than Ashra. I've played more Kratos games more than Ashra, but bro, I should be Team Kratos, but I'm gonna be Team Ashra. Honestly, at this point, I'm tired of this nigga, bro. Ashra was fire. He had the whole moments, and then defending the daughter. Kratos killed his daughter. Well, no, he did kill his daughter, and man. But that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what's to check out next. I hope Ashra wins, honestly, at this point, because it just made me realize that I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. So, see ya.